21st of January, and we'll call the 7 o'clock meeting of the Goldsboro City Council to order. Our first thing to do here is do the, is our preacher here?
Indicate, I think he's out there.
Our preacher's here.
Yes, sir.
Hello, Bishop. How are you, sir?
Fine. Hope you're well.
Good to have you here.
Good. Good to
Hope
be
you're
here.
doing
Good to
good.
see you.
He's with St. Morris Church, and he's going to do our prayer.
Mr. Mayor, City Council, and all assembled, good evening. Let us pray. Our Father, we thank you for this council. We thank you for our mayor, for the city of Goldsboro, for the citizens of Wayne and Goldsboro. We thank you for all of us who live and have been designated for this area. We pray your guidance and your strength, your comfort and your peace upon this council as they lead and as they continue to give guidance for this city and as well as the assistance of this county. Bless us as citizens that we will be good citizens and good stewards of that you've charged our hands to do. Forever keep us in your care, and even during this season of celebration of your birth, bless us, even at a critical time in life, that we will be safe and sound. Bless all of our families. Bless the corona victims. Bless people everywhere who have been affected by this pandemic. And bless us, Lord, to look to you. And you've never failed us yet, and you will see us through. We thank you now for all you will do. In Jesus' name, amen.
Thank you, Bishop.
Thank you, sir.
Bless you, sir.
We'll do the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Next, we have roll call
Mayor Allen,
here.
Mayor Pro Tem Broadway,
Here.
Councilmember Matthews,
Present.
Councilmember Ham,
Here.
Councilmember Aycock.
Here.
All right. Next, we have presentations. Our first one is an expression of appreciation for service rendered by Columbus Taylor.
Sir? How you doing? Good, thanks.
Good, thank you.
Stand behind.
I'll read it.
Yeah, I just get up there to the.
I'll read it.
Y'all doing good tonight?
Resolution number 2020-82, resolution expressing appreciation for services rendered by Columbus Taylor Jr. as an employee of the city of Goldsboro for more than 37 years. That's a while. Whereas Columbus Taylor retires on the January 1, 2021 as a collection supervisor in the maintenance division with the Public Works Department of the City of Goldsboro with more than 37 years of service. And whereas Columbus began his career on October 17, 1983 as an equipment operator 2 with the Sanitation Division of the Public Works Department, and whereas on July the 4th, 1988, Columbus was promoted to equipment operator 3 with the Maintenance Division at the Public Works Department, and whereas on July the 1st, 2016, Columbus was promoted to collection supervisor with the Maintenance Division at Public Works Department, where he served until his retirement. Whereas Columbus has proven himself to be a dedicated and efficient public servant who has gained the admiration and respect of his fellow workers and the citizens of Goldsboro. Whereas the mayor and the city council of the city of Goldsboro are desirous on behalf of themselves, city employees, and the citizens of the city of Goldsboro of expressing to Columbus Taylor their deep appreciation and gratitude for the service rendered by him to the city over the years, a lot of years. Therefore, Be it resolved by the mayor and city council of the city of Goldsboro, North Carolina, that we express to Columbus our very best wishes for success, happiness, prosperity, and good health in its future endeavor. This resolution shall be incorporated into the official minutes of the city of Goldsboro and shall be in full force and effect from and after this 21st day of December. Congratulations, sir. And Rick, would you come right up? Would you like to say something?
Bill, before you do, let's vote on it. Let us vote on it.
Oh, okay.
So I want it to be official.
Okay, you be official.
Is there a,
I make a motion for resolution 2020-82. Second.
any discussion? All in favor, raise your right hand. Now you're official.
Right there, Mike. No,
Yeah, it'd be better if you
you'll
did.
want to go to the camera and see that.
I don't know if they want to see me or not. I've had the pleasure of knowing Junior for 7 years, and it didn't take long after being part of the Department of Public Works to know that it's a comfort knowing he's on the job site. 37 years, there hasn't been much that he hasn't seen or done, and we're losing a lot of continuity, and we're losing a good team player. Anytime, any day of the week, any hour, you call him and Junior will be there. And I guarantee you there's nothing that he hasn't done some way, shape, or form. And it's been a pleasure working with you. And I'm going to miss you, but I wish you the best.
Got a plaque and a resolution. Thank you. If we get a picture.
Come on, here, guys.
Where y'all going?
Maybe like a Goldsboro in the background.
I swear to God, y'all had to make me move.
Man, like,
If that's okay, so I'm just gonna get by you.
You get right by him.
Okay. What do you need?
I'll get on the side here. I'll look like a fury with this big guy.
Thank you. Thank you all, we appreciate it. All right. Take care of it.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank
There you go, the next.
you. Yes, sir, thank you.
Congratulations.
I mean, you want me to get somebody to do one now? Or you want to? All right, so you're gonna do the one for, Stacia Fields now.
Miss Stacy, come on in. Parks and Rec team. We'll put you by the mic, okay? That way the cameras can see you.
Okay. Hey, how y'all doing? Everything good?
Oh, yes, I can.
No, yes, you can. You can't retire. Okay. Resolution 2020-83. Resolution expressing appreciation for services rendered by Stacia Fields as an employee of the city of Goldsboro for more than 33 years. That's a long time. Whereas Stacia Fields retires on January the 1st, 2021, as a recreation superintendent with the Parks and Recreation Department of the city of Goldsboro with more than 33 years of service. Whereas Stacia began her career on August the 5th, 1987 as a special populations leader with the Parks and Recreation Department. And whereas on July 17, 1996, Stacia was promoted to Recreation Supervisor with the Parks and Recreation Department. And whereas on January the 1st, 2016, Stacia was promoted to Special Population Supervisor with the Parks and Rec, and that's a hard job. Whereas on July the 1st, 2016, Stacia's position was changed to Recreation Superintendent, where she served until her retirement. Whereas Stacia has proven herself to be a dedicated and efficient public service who has gained the admiration and respect of her fellow workers and the citizens of the city of Goldsboro. And whereas the mayor and city council of the city of Goldsboro are desirous on behalf of themselves, city employees, and the citizens of the city of Goldsboro have expressed to Stacia Fields their deep appreciation and gratitude for the services rendered by her to the city over the years. Therefore, be it resolved by the mayor and city council of the city of Goldsboro that we express to Stacia our very best wishes for success, happiness, prosperity, and good health in future endeavors. This resolution shall be incorporated into the official minutes of the city of Goldsboro and shall be in full force and effect after this 21st day of December, 2020. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You want to, somebody want to make a motion?
I'll make a motion that we accept the property.
Second.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Okay. Let me, you gonna say something, won't you?
I'll say something. Well, in case you don't know, my mouth, I'm so loud. In case you don't know, the Parks and Rec tagline is "We make play happen." So I'm gonna hate to leave my Parks and Rec family, but I'm ready to make play happen for just us.
I'm sure they want a picture.
Okay.
You get it here or? Let's get somebody else. City manager, you get in here and I'll be on.
Oh, that's nice. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Stacy.
You know
It's
it's
been
time.
great. Yeah, but it's
Here's
been
your
great.
box if you want.
Okay.
We're gonna miss you.
I'm gonna miss y'all too so much,
Miss
but
you so much.
it's gonna be fun.
We can visit. Now you're a patron in our facility.
Yeah, I know. Y'all can come and play and not have to
Now
plan
you got
anything.
John Gillett.
Now David's gonna.
David's gonna do John.
Thank you.
David, you're doing the next one, right?
John Gillis. Mr. Gillis coming? All right. Thank you. Like that. Nice. Nice. Yeah, well, put you in front of the cameras and I'll do that. Mr. Ham will read this.
Here.
How are y'all tonight?
All right.
Glad to have y'all here.
I'll read a resolution of appreciation for service rendered by John Gillis as an employee of the city of Goldsboro for more than 32 years. Impressive. Whereas John Gillis retires on January 1st, 2021 as a fire captain with the Goldsboro Fire Department of the city of Goldsboro with more than 32 years of service. And whereas John began his career on April 6, 1988 as a police officer with the Goldsboro Police Department. And whereas on May 31st, 1989, John was transferred to firefighter with the Goldsboro Fire Department. And whereas on April 27th, 1994, John was promoted to driver with the Goldsboro Fire Department. And whereas on February 12, 1997, John was promoted to lieutenant with the Goldsboro Fire Department. And whereas on July 1, 2016, John's position was reclassified as captain with the Goldsboro Fire Department, where he has served until his retirement. And whereas John has proven himself to be a dedicated and efficient public servant who has gained the admiration and respect of his fellow workers and the citizens of the city of Goldsboro. Whereas the mayor and city council of the city of Goldsboro are desirous on behalf of themselves, city employees, and the citizens of the city of Goldsboro of expressing to John Gillis their deep appreciation and gratitude for the service rendered by him to the city over the years. Now therefore be it resolved by the mayor and city council of the city of Goldsboro, North Carolina, that we express to John our very best wishes for success, happiness, prosperity, and good health in his future endeavors. This resolution shall be incorporated into the official minutes of the city of Goldsboro and shall be in full force and effect and after this 21st day of December 2020. All for service.
Yes, sir.
And a steady list of promotions and the city having confidence in you as a servant to the citizen of Goldsboro. And we appreciate your service, sir.
Thank you.
Offer this resolution for adoption.
I make a resolution that we approve the resolution.
All right. Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, raise your right hand. All right, resolution passes. We thank you for all your service to our community.
And good evening, Mr. Mayor, council, if I could just say, just a couple words on behalf of our Goldsboro Fire Department. It's true, Captain Gillis has served the city of Goldsboro and surrounding communities for over 3 decades. After a very brief time with the Goldsboro Police Department, he saw the light and came over to the Goldsboro Fire Department. Though Captain Gillis is not as young as he used to be, I can tell you from experience that he is choosing to retire while he's still at the top of his game. I've personally commented on his commitment to work just as hard and as long as his younger counterparts. Captain Gillis leaves his impression upon our department with the many personnel that are successful because they learn the right way to do the job. A distinguished veteran of the armed forces, a peace officer, a longtime member of the Elroy Fire Department, and of course the Goldsboro Fire Department, he has spent the larger portion of his life ensuring the safety and well-being of others. We hope that retirement will provide him with the opportunity to relax just a wee bit and smell the roses. All the best in the next chapter, and Godspeed, Captain John Gillis. You and your family should be very proud. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
All right. Come on in, man.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Chief, for your words. I appreciate it. Council, thank you very much. Thank you, Mayor.
Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you. I'll give you a phone.
All right, sounds good.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Why not? Thank you.
Appreciate it, sir.
Thank you again.
Congratulations.
Gene, you got that? Major Gene?
You doing a major thing?
You got Major Gene?
And now I got 40 of the 40.
You got it?
You got what? 40, you have major thing. Oh, you had him on the very bottom back here, yeah, okay. Well, who has him? Who's doing it?
I don't know.
Okay. But you're not finding out.
Is that one for Major Dean?
Yeah.
Yes, he's not here to get it.
He's what?
Major Dean is not here, so we
Okay.
put it at the end.
Okay.
Was he coming?
He
Oh,
wouldn't
okay.
be. Unless he's snuck in on us, but I don't think so.
Come on, Scott. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to announce the Employee and Supervisor of the Year. This was chosen by a board that looked at our quarterly winners. And Darren has been selected as Employee of the Year. You need your citation. Darren has done amazing things. Specialists, professional presentations and requests for assistance. The capability started as a desire to provide better customer service to citizens through online live chat. It quickly morphed into a chatbot with artificial intelligence that provided an immediate response to a majority of the questions city staff are asked, thereby saving residents, visitors, and employees valuable time and effort, making all more effective and efficient. The chatbot is now available through SMS text messaging to everyone with a cell phone. It can also be used to deliver important public information messages to those who want to receive them for events or activities such as hurricanes or pandemics, water main breaks, or trash pickup changes. The chatbot made over 6,000 phone calls to water customers during the COVID-19 pandemic to notify them that the city facilities were open by appointment only and that they should conduct business online in accordance with North Carolina Governor stay-at-home executive orders to enable appropriate social distancing, help slow the spread of the virus, and potentially save lives. Darren's exceptional commitment to excellence in government service brings credit to himself and the city of Goldsboro. Darren, on behalf of all the employees and council and the citizens, thank you for what you've done. Employee of the Year. Before I get you a chance to speak here, this is your $1,000 check. Congratulations, and your plaque, which reads, Employee of the Year, Darren Karofsky, in recognition of your outstanding performance and dedicated service to the city of Goldsboro. Well done.
You me check on your check for you, be sure to say that.
I don't have anything I really need to say except thank you guys. It is an honor. I really love working here. I really enjoy my job. I can't stress that enough. I love it. I love all the people I work with, and me being able to create stuff like this for everyone is just, it's a joy. And so to get an honor like this is, I'm not even sure how to respond to that. So thank you guys.
Good job.
Picture over here. Good, Melissa? Where do you want to do it? Here?
Whatever you say. Right here in front of the microphone?
Yeah, I guess so. We good?
All right. Thank you.
Can you send in Don?
Yep.
Congratulations.
Thanks, Scott, for putting it together. Come on over here, Don. Ma'am? Rick, come on and join me over here. You guys stand here for a second. Don, thank you for what you've done. I was relating that a board had chosen you amongst the other supervisors of the quarter. And so let me read your citation for you. Supervisor of the Year has been awarded to Don McMullen, Distribution and Collection Superintendent for outstanding achievement. Don McMullen distinguished himself as a City Distribution and Collective Systems Superintendent from July 1st to September 30th, 2019. During this period, Don acted honestly, morally, ethically, and reliably to serve and represent our community exceptionally well. Don and his teams are arguably 5 short in collections and 5 short in distribution, 10 total. Nonetheless, they successfully dealt with the challenges of the city's aging underground infrastructure 24 hours a day, responding to water main breaks and sanitary sewer spills on pipes that could be 100 years old. Repair work examples include the 20-inch outfall from Seymour Johnson Air Force Base, the sewer line behind Waynesboro Park, the 15-inch line between Norwood Avenue and Woodrow Street, and the 12-inch water transmission line that blew on Georgia Avenue. Don notified the proper state and local authorities to ensure proper repairs were made to protect the citizens of Goldsboro and the environment. He is an invested and committed team leader who assesses every task to ensure compliance in the collection and distribution systems. Don's exceptional leadership and commitment to excellence in government service brings credit to himself and the city of Goldsboro. So Don, on behalf of the council, our citizens, employees, this is a check for $1,000. Thank you, sir, for being the Supervisor of the Year and plaque. It says Supervisor of the Year, Don McMullen, thank you for outstanding leadership and dedication to the city of Goldsboro. Sir.
Just like to thank you guys for this. It means a lot. I told Rick earlier today, it really means a lot to me for someone in Public Works to be recognized, even if it wasn't myself. Couldn't done this without the 20 guys that work for me. They're the ones that make it happen. I just sit back and point and give orders, and those guys go out and do the work. So I want to, thank them for what they do daily. And, like I said, it's not as much me as it is them. So I do the behind-the-scenes things. But thank you.
Thank you, Don. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations, honey.
Congratulations.
I bet he knows a lot.
All right, so that finishes our presentations, right, Tim? All right, says the next thing we're gonna have are the public hearings. And the first one's gonna be, EZ 1120, 3Js.
3Js out.
Good evening, council. Good evening.
Good evening.
Item E is Z 1120 3Js Incorporated. The property is located on the south side of 11th Street between Wendell Street and Norwood Avenue. The applicant's request to rezone the subject property from highway business to general business conditional district in order to limit the use of the property to a commercial multi-tenant facility to include used automobile sales, a body and paint shop, automobile rentals, and one additional flex space for future lease. Used automobile sales and a body and paint shop require a conditional use permit in the general business zoning district. As such, the applicant is requesting conditional use permits for each proposed use should conditional zoning be approved for the site. Separate site plan approval is required in accordance with the city's Unified Development Ordinance. Surrounding zoning, to the north, you have office and institutional, to the east, highway business and residential R16, and to the west, highway business. The subject property is formerly operated as the Deacon Jones Ford Lincoln Mercury dealership until the car dealership was relocated to the new auto mall on Highway 70 East and North Oak Forest Road. The city's comprehensive land use plan recommends the property for commercial use. The submitted site plan indicates an existing 31,000 square foot commercial building proposed for use as a multi-tenant facility. Approximately 22,000 square feet is proposed for automotive repair, service, and inspection to include paint and body work. 1,400 square feet for automobile rentals, and another 1,400 square feet as a used automobile sales dealership. And then finally, an available flex space of roughly 2,600 square feet for future lease. 2 concrete pads with canopies are proposed at the rear of the automotive repair, service, and inspection facility for a wash bay area and 2 paint booths associated with the automotive body work. In addition, a 6-foot height chain link security fence will provide an opaque screening buffer for outdoor storage associated with the automotive repair, service, and inspection operation. The site is served by 2 existing driveway cuts along a private road known as Lincoln Mercury Drive and 1 existing 60-foot wide driveway cut off 11th Street. Parking for the automobile inspection, repair, and service requires 1 space per working bay plus 1 space per employee. A total of 11 working bays and 14 employees' spaces are required for a total of 24 parking spaces. For that particular business, days and hours of operation are Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Parking for the automobile rent and lease requires 1 space per employee plus 3 customer spaces plus 1 space per vehicle on site. A total of 2 employees plus 3 customer spaces and 20 vehicle rentals stored on site are required for a total of 25 parking spaces. Days and hours of operation for that business is Monday through Sunday, 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. And the parking required for the automobiles used sales requires 1 space per employee and 5 customer spaces, and parking for an office requires 1 space for 350 square feet of gross floor area. Hours of operation, we do know that's Monday through Saturday, but those hours are to be determined at this time. The submitted site plan indicates an existing parking lot for the former new car dealership. Sufficient paved vehicle spaces are available for each proposed use. Staff is working with the site engineer to delineate the required spaces for each proposed use. Street trees and vehicular surface area plantings are required for the site. However, there are no plantings indicated on the submitted site plan. Staff is working with the applicant to meet the intentions of the ordinance for the required street trees. However, a modification will be necessary for the required vehicular surface area plantings due to existing conditions. The property is not located in a special flood hazard area, and city water and sewer are available to serve the property. At this time, there is no action necessary, and the Planning Commission will have a recommendation for the council's meeting on January the 4th. And this is a picture of the site. And the applicant is present if you have any questions.
Anybody have any questions? I think we're good, Jennifer.
I think the applicant would like to speak.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
On behalf of Deacon Jones, Representative Richie Brady would just like to ask for consideration for the said property to operate body shop and also a used car facility. And that's where we're at with that.
Will this be in lieu of the body shop down on 70 West?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay.
And just for clarity, we have a pre-owned location in Greenville that we wanted to move to this location, and I think the current zoning was for franchise only.
Okay.
Anybody got any more questions?
Good. They do good work. All right.
Good
Thank
luck.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Item F is CU 720 Personal Storage LLC. It's outside storage with used automobile sales. The subject property is located along the west side of US 117 Highway between West Ash Street Extension and West US 70 Highway. The property is zoned general business. Currently, the property operates as a self-storage or mini-storage operation, formerly known as Personal Storage Mini Warehouse Facility. The site has operated as a mini-storage facility since 1980. Now the owner proposes to maximize the use of the property by providing outside storage space for rent or lease. In conjunction with the request, the owner desires to operate a used car dealership and a U-Haul truck rental dealership upon the property. Outdoor storage and used automobile sales require a conditional use permit approved by City Council. Separate site plan approval is also required. The applicant has submitted a site plan that indicates 7 existing commercial storage buildings used for approximately 40,000 square feet of storage. Currently, there are 230 personal and commercial storage spaces that are available for rent or lease. An area has been proposed north of the principal office storage building for the outdoor storage of recreational vehicles, campers, boats, and vehicle storage. This storage area will consist of approximately 60,000 square feet or 1.34 acres and be surrounded by a 6-foot height chain link security fence with vinyl slats. The applicant is proposing gravel vehicular surface areas in lieu of the required pavement for outdoor storage area due to existing site conditions associated with the mini storage operation. A modification will be necessary. In addition to the outside storage area, the applicant intends to operate a U-Haul truck trailer rental dealership upon the property. The site plan shows a U-Haul truck trailer display area fronting the West Grantham Street service road for approximately 125 linear feet and approximately 12,500 square feet of display area. The applicant is proposing gravel surfaces for this area as well, and a modification is necessary. Lastly, the applicant is proposing used automobile sales upon the property. The submitted site plan shows an existing paved display area south of the principal office storage building, as well as paved customer parking spaces directly in front of the building along Grantham Street Service Road. The applicant states that cars will be driven to the site or delivered by nothing larger than a 2-car carrier. The applicant intends to operate the existing mini storage facility, U-Haul rental dealership, and used automobile sales utilizing the following days and hours of operation, and that's Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. with 2 employees. Currently, a total of 3 paved curb cuts provide access to the site off West Grantham Street, which is a state-maintained service road by NCDOT. NCDOT officials have reviewed the applicant's proposal and are requiring the closure of the driveway closest to the southern property line. A total of 10 parking spaces are required to include 1 handicap parking space, and staff is working with the owner to provide additional 2 customer parking spaces to meet the parking requirements. The applicant is proposing new street trees for the site, and there's no other landscaping proposed or required. The property is located in a special flood hazard area known as the 500 and 100-year floodplain. Grading and drainage plans have not been submitted, and the applicant will be required to comply with the city's floodplain and development regulations before any permits can be issued. And just to be clear, the applicant is requesting a modification of the city's paving requirement for the proposed outdoor storage area and display area for the U-Haul truck trailer rental dealership. At this time, there is no action necessary, and the Planning Commission will have a recommendation for Council's meeting on January the 4th. And this is a picture of the site. Your storage area will be here, recreational camper type vehicles, U-Haul up front, and used car lot to the left here. Any questions for staff?
Anybody got any questions? I think we're good, thank you. Gene, you don't have any questions on that, do you? Oh.
And to my knowledge, there's no one here to speak regarding this item. There's not.
All right.
Item G is CU 820 Salem Leasing Corporation. The property is located on the southwest corner of US Highway 117 South and Van Street. On November the 6th, 2017, City Council adopted an order approving a conditional use permit for the subject property to allow the outdoor storage of vehicles in conjunction with an adjacent business operation that provides commercial trucking, transportation, maintenance, leasing, and rental services, and formerly known as Salem Leasing Corporation. There were several site modifications that City Council approved with that conditional use permit: modification to reduce security chain link fence from 8 feet to 6 feet, modification to not require slatted fencing and a chain link security fence along the western and southern property lines due to existing landscaping, and modification to allow storage in the side yard of the operation. Now the owner of the property proposes to set up and locate a modular office facility upon the property for lease and additional commercial space for the temporary parking of tractor-trailer trucks and automobiles for employees of CLI Transport LP, who specializes in the transportation of petroleum products for Sheetz convenience stores. Since the proposed use is considered a major design modification to an existing conditional use permit, City Council approval is required. The property is zoned I-2 General Industry. The submitted site plan indicates a modular office facility consisting of approximately 1,600 square feet to be used by employees of the business. The unit will be located along the eastern property line and front US 117 Highway South. It will consist of multiple office spaces, a conference room, storage areas, and restrooms for employees. The unit will be required to meet the North Carolina State Building Code, and as such, handicapped accessible walkways and ramps will be incorporated into the setup of the unit. Hours of operation, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., with 3 office dispatchers and roughly 30 truck drivers. According to the applicant, there will be no commercial trucks or automobiles stored on site. Commercial trucking operations will be transit in nature. Trucks and tractor trailers may be parked anywhere from a day to a week, depending upon the service required of the truck or delivery schedule of the petroleum products. Currently, a 60-foot wide curb cut is shown along Van Street in proximity to the western property line that provides access to the site. Other existing driveway cuts along Van Street and 117 have been removed and/or closed. A total of 25 employee parking spaces have been proposed, and a total of 29 tractor-trailer spaces are proposed for the site, with space to accommodate 10 additional tractor-trailer spaces in the future. The property is located in a special flood hazard area known as the 500-year floodplain, and city water and sewer are available to serve the property. At this time, no action is necessary, and the Planning Commission will have a recommendation for council at your January the 4th meeting. And this is a picture of the site. This is along 117. This is kind of at the intersection of 117 and Van Street. And then this is access from Van Street. The property is accessed here. These driveways along, this one along Van Street and 117 were required to be closed back in 2017 with the existing.
That's the old truck stop.
The old truck stop, yes, sir. Any questions for staff?
Any questions? Everybody good? I think everybody's good.
Thank you.
Oh, there's no one here. I'm sorry.
All right,
Thank you, Jennifer.
that's all you got, right?
Yes, sir. She's got items requiring individual action after the consent agenda.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So consent agenda items H through K are presented for council approval.
Make a motion to approve consent agenda items H through K.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Let's
Well, I'm
roll
sorry,
call.
you gotta do it individually.
Mayor Allen,
Yes, ma'am.
Mayor Pro Tem Broadway,
Yes, ma'am.
Councilmember Matthews,
No.
Councilmember Ham,
Yes.
Councilmember Aycock.
Yes.
Okay, so I think we got that passed. And, I think the only things we got left are the items requiring the individual action, the consent agenda, and the city manager stuff. So you want to do the, items requiring individual action next?
Yes, sir.
Z1020 is Wayne Oil Company, and the property is located on the northwest corner of Wayne Memorial Drive and 4th Street. This is the applicants requesting to rezone the portion of the subject property from neighborhood business to general business conditional district for the operation of an automatic car wash. Is it necessary, do you need for me to go through the entire agenda, or just with the understanding at your last meeting, City Council deferred action until other members were present? So at the first reading of the ordinance, it was deferred. So we're here for the second reading of the ordinance. And at the public hearing held on November the 16th, the applicant came forward and spoke in favor of the request. One person came forward to speak in opposition, citing noise and lighting concerns. No others appeared to speak for or against the request. The Planning Commission at their meeting held on November the 30th recommended approval for the change of zone request. And City Council, as I indicated, deferred your action until tonight's meeting. So it is recommended by motion accept the recommendation of the Planning Commission and find the request consistent with the city's adopted comprehensive land use plan, adopt an ordinance changing the zoning of the property from neighborhood business to general business conditional district for the operation of an automatic car wash, and approve site and landscape plans with modification to install city sidewalks along 4th Street and pay a fee in lieu of sidewalk construction in the amount of $6,678. But I'll be happy to go back through the site plan if you feel that's necessary.
What y'all want to do?
Need a motion?
Or unless you just want me to sit here.
Motion to approve.
Yes, I need a motion.
Second.
Did you make a motion, David?
Motion to approve the site plan and the ordinance.
And you said you second? And we've got a motion and a second. Any questions? All right, all those in favor, raise your right hand. All right, all those opposed. All right, it looks like it carried.
The final item for me tonight with regards to individual action is a subdivision or preliminary subdivision plat for the lot in which is the car wash that the rezoning was just approved. So it's Wayne Oil Company with preliminary subdivision plat, 2-lot final. Property is located on the northwest corner of Wayne Memorial Drive and 4th Street. The applicant intends to recombine and divide portions of the previously subdivided and recorded lots for the purpose of sale and commercial development. According to the city's Unified Development Code, the applicant's required to follow the city's major subdivision approval process since the property is greater than 3 acres. So city council approval is required. The subject properties are currently occupied by an existing business known as Wayne Oil Company. And the total area is 3.46 acres and 2 lots. As you can see, this is the lot in question where the rezoning, council just approved the rezoning, and this is the second larger tract that was originally approved for conditional use for auto parts store. The proposed preliminary subdivision plat is associated with the rezoning request and site plan approval that we just discussed. And if the rezoning and site plan are approved by council, the use of Lot 1 will be limited to the car wash. The Planning Commission at their meeting held on November the 30th recommended approval of the preliminary subdivision plat. And City Council at your meeting on December the 7th did defer this item due to the rezoning being deferred. So it is recommended by motion accept the recommendation of the Planning Commission and approve the preliminary subdivision plat.
Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion, we approve
Second.
All right, any discussion? All those in favor, raise your right hand. Opposed likewise. All right, the motion carries.
Thank you.
Isn't that it, Jennifer, for you?
That's it, sir.
All right, well, if that's the case, I think we've done all we can do. Hey, did you,
City manager update?
yeah, that and, we gotta read this.
Yep, so after the city manager update, you'll have the resolution
Okay,
for Major Dean.
all right, you're gonna go ahead and do the city manager update?
Yes, sir. So with respect to the caper that was discussed earlier, the Consolidated Annual Performance and Evaluation Report links, the link to the community relations on the home page, that is to the CDBG and home plans and reports, was good when it was checked. So I don't know if there was a problem before, but it checked good tonight. The link from the important announcements page was not correct, so we have fixed that. So if you go to the home page under important announcements caper, that link was not good, but it is now. So we have fixed that. Some good news on the city's economy, the sales tax for FY 2021, what we have reported in July and August is up 11%, and just recently got a report on the calendar year 20 permits applications is over 100 million, so that is up about 10% from last year. So even though we're in a COVID year, it looks like our economy is doing well right now if we can keep it open. I was fortunate to provide service awards and an employee bonus over the last week. I gave 48 service awards to our employees and a $125 bonus that I went through council to get approval for, and our employees are certainly appreciative of that, gentlemen, and for the recognition of the hard work that they've put in throughout the COVID crisis. The URP, the Urgent Repair Program extension, I signed an agreement with the North Carolina Housing Finance Agency last week to extend the period of performance from December 31st, 2020 to June 30th, 2021. So that $100,000 of suspended funding, once our audit is complete, that should be available. I expect in January to hire a contractor to develop work write-ups, which can then be bid for contract work upon council approval. The Community Relations, CDBG, and Home Programs, our director recently had a discussion with HUD with concerns as to what may happen with that funding, and we found out that Goldsboro is not expected to suffer financial consequences when HUD issues its non-compliance finding after it receives the FY19 single audit. Good news from the U.S. Tennis Association recognition for Goldsboro Park and Rec Department was named the 2020 Most Outstanding Parks Direct Department from the USTA in North Carolina Tennis Foundation. Not only do we have excellent facilities for the tournaments that are played, but the Parks and Rec Department came up with a unique abilities tennis program in coordination with the Goldsboro High School girls tennis team, which was specifically designed to teach special needs children to play tennis. So good on the Parks and Rec Department for that and that recognition. Also like to recognize the Downtown Development Department, which has put forward sold-out holiday drive-in movies. Everybody's looking for something to do during this time of the year, and it was an excellent idea that has panned out very well. And this coming tomorrow at 6 p.m. and 8 p.m., there's been so much interest that the Grinch will have 2 showings on the downtown city field. So thanks, Downtown Development, and everybody who supports that effort. And lastly, I'd like to remind everyone that COVID-19 is out there. The North Carolina State County Alert System for Wayne County has moved from significant to substantial. We want to keep it below critical, so please continue to mind the 3 W's, wait, wear, and wash, so we can keep this under control throughout the holiday season. Thank you, sir.
You done?
Yes, sir.
Speak up. I'd just like to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a safe Christmas and holiday season. Traffic is extremely heavy right now. People are out shopping, so I can see where the sales tax are up. And I was telling somebody Berkeley Boulevard was absolutely a traffic jam just about this afternoon. But again, Merry Christmas.
Well, Mayor and council members, 2020 has been a challenging year for all of us. COVID-19 has placed a heavy burden on us as citizens, our economy, and our way of life. While the situation seems to be improving, we hope that it is, and that there will be a decrease in sickness and deaths that we have seen both up close and personal. I encourage all of us to stay strong during these challenging times. And finally, I wish everyone a Merry Christmas, and let us not forget the purpose of why we celebrate Christmas.
Thank you, sir. Matthew?
Thank you, Mayor. I do want to encourage all of District 1 residents to stay tuned in and stay very watchful to our city site, our Facebook pages, and any media outlets that we may be releasing information regarding the vacancy to the District 1 seat. And because I was not here at the last meeting, I do want to take time to bid a very late farewell and well wishes to Commissioner Williams. It has truly been an honor to serve with him for the past year, and I look forward to more opportunities that we get to work alongside each other. And I too want to wish all of Goldsboro, and a special wish to District 4 residents, a very happy and safe holiday. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
I'd like to take this opportunity to thank all of our employees that we see out there working, especially in the last few days, and they're out there working, and many of them, most of them are out there working with masks on and protecting the community. Lastly, I'd like to wish the whole community a very Merry Christmas, a safe and Happy New Year. That's all I have, sir.
All right. Unless we still got that fire services, right?
We still have one for Major Dean, the resolution.
What I do that?
Major Dean, you got him?
Yeah, I've got it. And Major Dean is not here.
Uh-huh. We're looking for Major Dean. Can anybody see him?
I've got it right here.
You read it?
Yeah, can you read it?
You read it. Or you want me to?
Resolution number 2020-85, resolution expressing appreciation for services rendered by Dwayne Dean as an employee of the City of Goldsboro for more than 29 years. Whereas Dwayne Dean retires on January the 1st, 2021 as a major with the Goldsboro Police Department of the City of Goldsboro with more than 29 years of service. Whereas Dwayne began his career on July 24th, 1991 as a police officer with the Goldsboro Police Department, and whereas on September 3rd, 1997, Dwayne was promoted to detective with the Goldsboro Police Department, whereas on June 15th, 2011, Dwayne was promoted to sergeant with the Goldsboro Police Department, whereas on July the 1st, 2015, Dwayne was promoted to captain with the Goldsboro Police Department, whereas on November 23rd, 2016, Dwayne was promoted to major with the Goldsboro Police Department, where he served until his retirement. Whereas Dwayne has proven himself to be a dedicated and efficient public servant who gained the admiration and respect of his fellow workers and the citizens of the City of Goldsboro. Whereas the mayor and city council of the City of Goldsboro are desirous on behalf of themselves, city employees, and the citizens of the City of Goldsboro of expressing to Dwayne Dean their deep appreciation and gratitude for the service rendered by him to the city over the years. Therefore, be it resolved by the mayor and the city council of the City of Goldsboro, North Carolina, that we express to Dwayne our very best wishes for success, happiness, prosperity, and good health in his future endeavors. This resolution shall be incorporated into the official minutes of the City of Goldsboro and shall be in full force and effect from and after this 21st day of December 2020. Offer this for approval.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor, raise your right hand. All right. I think that's all. Am I missing anything? Oh, yes, sir. Okay. All right, well, we thank everybody for coming, and we hope everybody has a super safe and a super Merry Christmas. And don't forget that there are others that don't have what we do. And anything we can do to help them is good. All right.
We adjourn, Mayor?
I think we probably should. Yeah.